Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to use Typeform for the first time. Typeform is a versatile online platform designed to make data collection more engaging and conversational. So instead of traditional static forms, Typeform allows users to create dynamic and visually appealing forms, surveys, and quizzes. At the end of this tutorial, we'll be helping you first-timers to get used to Typeform, and you can go ahead and create surveys. If you haven't signed up for Typeform just yet, you can use my link down below in order to sign up and get a free 10 responses in your first month. So right away, if this is your first time, you want to look up at the top right corner where you have sign up. You're going to click on it. And right here on this page, this is where you get to actually try to sign up. And the sign up process is pretty easy. You can use your email or your Microsoft account, but in our case, we're going to be using Google. If you'd like to change languages, you can see the language option right here, and you can change it from English to Spanish. And then we're going to click on sign up with Google. Now on this page, it says almost there because you just need to click through some of these checkboxes and toggle on any of the options that are necessary or optional. So we agree to Typeform's terms of service. You'll need to tick this. And once you tick on it, these three options will automatically toggle on. However, not all of them are necessary. For example, you have get useful tips, inspiration, and offers via e-communication. Of course, you could use this option, and you also have tailor Typeform to my needs based on my activity, and then enrich my data with third parties for more relevant content. We can leave all of these if this is your first time and click on Let Me In. Now they're going to be asking you what you'll be using Typeform for. So if you're using it for a personal case, you can click on Personal, and then it says what do you want Typeform to help you with. Now there are about 6 options right here. And you could choose conduct research or engage or educate my audience. So we're just going to choose the first option here. This is really up to you. Click and submit. Here you're going to have to choose how you want to build your form. There are 3 options that you need to know about. The first option is to start from scratch. And here you'll have to build from a list of ready-made form elements. The second option is to import questions. So this is actually suitable for those who want to import questions from places such as Google Forms or elsewhere if you want to. Then you have the option to create with AI. You see here, use AI to help generate questions for any form. So we're going to go ahead and click start from scratch because you're starting out. And of course, if you want to, you could click the other options. Then right here, you get to add elements. So we're going to add email as the first option, and it says your question here, recall information at, and this is basically a placeholder. So you're going to click on it. So here you can say, please provide your email, right? And there you have your ever first question on Typeform. You have the option to add content. You're going to click on it again. Just right here, you can see the button. We're going to click on it. And then you have another option. You could decide to put a phone number. In here, you could simply say phone number. And when they click on the drop down, they could select any country among the options right here. And then you're going to click on add content once again. We're just going to try another example. Here you have multi-choice. So there are other options. You can go ahead and choose multi-choice or anyone you want. And then you could ask your question and provide choices. So we just created this question, are you concerned about climate change? And you have the option yes, no, somewhat, or indifferent. As you can see, we have 3 questions in our survey or our questionnaire. And remember, when we were choosing our options, we wanted to do a research, right? So these are the questions we're interested in, and you could go ahead and be interested in that. Now, it's also important to know that you can use Typeform on either PC or mobile, and you have the PC view right here, but you also have the mobile view with this icon. You can click on it, and then you're going to see your questions. When we click on the first, the second, and the third, you can see how it's going to look like when it's on a mobile device. Now we're going to switch back to our desktop by clicking on that button again, and then you have the design. You can see currently that our questionnaire is just on a white background, and we can click on design. And here you have my themes and gallery. Now you have my themes. So we're going to click on the plus icon here. And here you can put in your logo, your font, different buttons, background, you can see that you can make a customization of everything. For example, you have the buttons right here. And if you'd like to change the button's color, we just change it to yellow. Then you can say save changes, and you can see right here buttons will be having yellow, and we can add my theme again, and then go over to background to make an obvious change. And here in the background, it's currently white. We're going to choose another color. We're going to choose purple, make it a bit lighter. And now it's looking like pink, and it's okay. We just want to show you how it works. We just clicked on close there, and it says save changes to theme. You can save these changes, and you can see that we have a different color to our questionnaire. You might need to work on the contrasting a little bit by going to the design to make some changes. For example, you can click on the plus on my themes and then select font, and then you could change it to white or any other color you want. Now there's more we could do. We could go back to designs, discard changes, and then we have gallery right here. Now you can click on gallery to choose these beautiful options right here to make life easier for you. Now we can choose on the orange option because we think this is really nice, but do take note that you'll need to upgrade depending on what you choose. So this needs an upgrade, but we're just going to be showing you as a first timer. And you can see this looks better compared to the other one, right? So it makes life easier for you. We'll have you know that you can actually make translations of your form in case you're running a global research, going across borders into different language fields, and you can see right here translations as an option. Now at the end of your survey or your questionnaire, you have the endings page, and this is important if you'd like to pass a message, a thank you message for those who participated in your survey. So when you click on the endings here, the plus icon, you can see choose an ending type. You have end screen or redirect to URL, and this is for the pro plan. However, you can use the end screen for the free version, but the redirect to URL is a great option if you'd like to link your respondent to your website or other parts of it. Now you're going to click on end screen, and here you can put in some information, and you can see right here, thank you for participating. Now you might be wondering what you're going to be doing with these icons right here. Of course, if you'd like to link respondents to your social media page, you can see right at the top right area here, social share icons. You can see it's toggled on. And if we toggle it off, you can see it disappears. And then you have the button, which you could also make it to disappear. But if you'd like to, you can create the button and leave it as that. And here you can see create a type form. You could put in any information right here and also add a button link. So this could be a link to somewhere else if you'd like to continue engaging your respondent beyond this survey. Now, if you'd like to add an image to this page, you can do that by clicking on image or video. And then you have the option to upload what you want, or use an option for the images around here. Now you could also search for images here, but we're just going to use what we have right here. After selecting it, you can click on close and you can see this image right here. Now you can see the layout for mobile and the layout for desktop. Now with the layout for desktop, you can see how it is. You could change how the form is, make it as a background, or make it on the side as you wish. We can leave it as this. And then for the mobile, when we switch over to the mobile, remember the button we had right here, we're going to click on mobile, and then you have different options. We're going to go around with them. So we could leave this, but of course you want to make sure that your text is showing. So we could switch to this, and then you could increase the brightness or keep it at the position where it was. There is also the alt text, and of course you could have a decorative image. When all of this is done, you have the option to preview your survey. So in order to preview your survey, you can click on the play icon here. That is for previewing it. And as you can see, we have a functioning survey or questionnaire. And when we click on it, you can see that we're answering the questions. And at the end, you can see thanks for participating. And this is a success. You can view it on the mobile view or the desktop view, and any works just fine. Click on close and you're back at your editing window. We hope that this helps you as a first timer to get used to Typeform and get your feet wet. And there are lots of other options to go through with Typeform, but we've just been able to show you what you can do on a basic level, and we hope you can go ahead and use it. If you'd like to go beyond this tutorial and try your hands on with Typeform, you can use the link down below in order to sign up and get a free 10 responses in your first month. We hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and thanks for watching.